What you're seeing here is a wood gasification stove based on something that Robert Murray Smith did with a couple of tin cans. So I'm going to talk very quickly about some of the things that have gone right, some of the things that have gone wrong. This is version 0.2. So the main thing I changed was the internal tube. I added more holes at the bottom there where there were none to let the gases out of the wood as it heats up, and they come around the chamber between the outside and the inside and back out of those jets at the top where I added some more holes. Bottom line, too few holes at the top, too small. You can see here the gases are in the air and they're ignitable, but the flame can't pass back down to the jets. So here's another really interesting moment. There's not much wood left to gasify. There are flames coming up to the jets, but it's not igniting the gas that's clearly shooting out of those jets because the stream is too fast. It's going so fast it just doesn't seem to ignite. This moment's later in the evening when I add pieces of wood in that start to ignite, and they're able to ignite the gases coming out of the jets about 3 to 4 inches above the position of the jets as the air is more turbulent and it's slowed down. You can see this restart happening now as those two sticks start to self-ignite. They then ignite the gases around them that are screaming out of the jets. And when it's up to speed, it's fantastic. Basically, you just have to keep feeding it with wood before it gets to the critical point where there's not enough gas being produced, it's just the carbon left behind turning into CO2, or the flames from the fresh wood that you've added are too low to be able to get the 10 centimeters above the jets to ignite the flame. Now you see it's starting to go again. This ran all night, and 90% of the time it was magnificent. Warm, clean, efficient. My word, this is really good stuff. So I also experimented just a little bit with what it would be like to add some shielding in a kind of a vortex arrangement. Again, inspired by Robert Murray Smith and other things I've seen with rocket stoves. It kind of maybe half kind of worked. The next iteration is going to be quite different. So this is generally how she was rocking. There's some extra air holes at the bottom of the main barrel there, but I will be forcing the vortex by using the jets to direct the streams into a circular upward lifted pattern. I think there's plenty of lift in that and velocity in that air as it's sucked up from the bottom of the barrel, mixes with the wood gases and shoots out of the jets, which will need to be larger and a little bit slower. Last but not least, this is what it looks like at the end. You can tell there's no wood gases left to burn. It's just basically carbon reducing to CO2, a hell of a heat. Pretty amazing. I hope that was interesting to somebody.